Yeah, Tony.
Okay. This is my first time I've attended one of these crowd calls. Um, I'm just looking for like guidance on where to start learning about business brokering. I have a lot of friends who are business owners. My family is all business owners, so it's something I've definitely been attracted to for a while. But I feel like I don't even know where to start looking. I figured this was a good place to start.
Yeah, of course. What state are you in, Tony?
I'm in Illinois, here in Chicago.
Okay. So what I would do is join the IBBA, International Business Broker Association. So it's IBBA.org. They have a lot of educational courses that are online on demand. And I think they have one that's like nine nine steps to becoming a business broker or something like that. But I know they've got one course that's relatively inexpensive that it's I forget the name of it. I could go look it up. But literally it's for people like you that are not that don't really know what a business broker is or what they do per se, or want to know kind of if it's a good fit for you. And so it goes through and it really talks about different things that a business broker does, the skill set that you need to have, some of the issues you're going to encounter, and you know, one of the things about business sales is when I first got into it, the people that got me into it were telling me, "Oh yeah, you have to be able to survive for about 60 days before you start closing deals and making money." Well, I don't know on what planet you start closing deals in 60 days. And I trusted them because I didn't know any better, and they were trying to sell me. They didn't try. They actually succeeded in selling me a business brokerage franchise. But bottom line is that the business sales on average take 8 to 10 months to close. That's kind of the average. So
If
you're
it's
gonna have
ready.
some that go a lot faster. I mean, the fastest I've ever done a transaction was 72 days start to finish. From when I started, took the listing to when it closed escrow, but that is rare. That is rare. And the longest has been probably about 3 years. Um, so you just need to know that when you take a listing a business doesn't pay you. And so it's only when you get that transaction closed that you actually get compensated. So it's real important. But back to IBBA, they have a lot of great courses. They do have an introductory course, an introduction to business brokerage. They have recasting and pricing courses. They have marketing courses. So they've got all kinds of things out there that are really great. That if you want to become a good business broker, I mean that's the place where I would start in terms of education if you're in Illinois.
Great, thank you.
I'd like to throw in a suggestion that everyone take the recasting summit and learn how to do evaluation. I'm a CBA, which is a little bit different. And Tanya's taken a lot of these, she and I value companies similarly. It's going to give you a more in-depth look at how to look at the financials of the business. And I think a lot of brokers forget that. They take a listing, they're all excited, but they really don't know what the business is doing. And those courses, it's 4, right? 210, 211, a pre-test.
No, it's 210, 220, and 221. But
Yeah,
they give
3,
it all
and then
in.
the
They call it an
pre-test.
educational summit.
Yeah. It's $799, but it's well worth every penny to really get your head around.
Well, and it's also required for a CBI certification. So any business broker who is working towards getting a CBI, a Certified Business Intermediary designation through the IBBA, they're going to have to take that educational summit at some point anyways. I think I agree, Gina. I mean, I think understanding how to value and price businesses is probably the single most critical skill you need to have. Because if you look out at Biz Buy Sell is the largest marketplace for business sales, for small business sales, right? Scroll down to the bottom of their page and you'll see a link to their insight reports. If you go to insight reports and look at any given quarter, they might have 40, 45,000 businesses for sale, something like that. Then go to the sold listings for the same quarter, and you'll see that in any given quarter, as far as how many businesses actually sell, it's somewhere around 2,500, 2,600, 2,700, somewhere in that range. So you're looking at maybe 6 to 7% of businesses that actually sell in the largest business for sale marketplace. Well, why is that? I mean, why are there 40, 45,000 businesses for sale, but only 2,600 are actually selling in a quarter? And that's because a lot of them are for sale by owner. Well, how does for sale by owner, how does a seller determine the price of their business? They have no idea about valuation. So they're looking at, hey, how much do I want for it? And how many years have I been in business? And since I've been in business for, 30 years, my reputation must be worth something. My business name must be worth something. And so they pick a number that they want. Or they look at their balance sheet and they say, well, I have an SBA loan I need to pay off. And so it's going to take me, I need to get $600,000 or $700,000 for my business because I took out an EIDL loan, emergency disaster loan during COVID that I didn't need. And I spent it on all these things that I wasn't supposed to spend it on, but now I have to actually pay it back over the next 30 years. So I need to sell my business, for some higher amounts than it's actually worth so I can pay off this SBA loan. So, valuing and pricing businesses is really critical. And then you get between the sellers with their pick a number, right? Throw a dart at a balloon. And then you have residential and commercial agents that have not had any business broker training that do the same thing, essentially, because all they do is ask the seller, well, how much do you want for it? Because they don't know how to value it either. So that's why you end up with 45,000 listings and 2,600 that actually sell. So when, at the end of the day, when you're a business broker, if you understand how to value and price businesses, you go back to this, you do your recast and all that. You go back to the seller, you say, here's what I think I can sell your business for. And if they say, oh no, you're telling me it's 750 and I need $1.2 million. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't get $1.2 million for your business right now based on your historical financials. But if you want to hold it for another 3 years and build things up, I can give you some suggestions, match you up with a business coach, a growth coach who can help you, expand the business. Really it comes down to giving them something where they can build up to their target price or resetting their expectations to the current reality. Say, well, if you want to sell in the next year, here's the range. This is what the business is worth today, based on the last 3 years. So yeah, great. That recasting educational summit is a great one to attend, definitely.